Now we're moving on to Chelsea manager Lee White. Lee, thank you for joining us here today.
It's a pleasure.
I'm going to briefly talk about your pre-season. You near enough dominated it. You lost once to Atletico. I do know that most of your players were out on internationals then, and it was only by a goal. But the rest of the season, goals galore. Goals galore. Can you tell me how pleased you are with your teams thus far in pre-season?
Yes, thank you. Pre-season was a joy, to be honest. Having quite a few clean sheets and giving a number of players a good run out. And as you can see, I only lost them once, but a lot of my players were out on international duty, and I gave a lot of the kids a go there. And most notably, beat one of my rivals in Manchester City, which was a good, solid performance away from home. And I learnt a lot from that game going into the start of the season.
Yes, you talk about clean sheets, but looking at your stats here, I mean, you've played 7 games and you've only kept 3 clean sheets. The rest you've been scored against, and especially with Paris Saint-Germain conceding heavily 4 goals. Is that something to be concerned about for the start of the Premiership?
Not at all. John Terry has been missing thus far, but he's returning to full fitness, and I'm assuming once he's in the side, the clean sheets will be more often.
That looks like good stuff. Just another one on Paris Saint-Germain. It was fairly equal. They did keep a lot more possession, but you did concede an awful lot in the second half, late second half. Once again, is that something that you're concerned about with your players? Is it fatigue? Is it something to be concerned about in training? Can you shed some more light on that?
Not at all. Pre-season is all about learning, and I tried different things throughout pre-season. And like I said, going into the start of the season, I feel I've learnt a lot from pre-season. And as you can see, the start of my Premiership campaign, well, my record speaks for itself. Let's
talk transfers. Who have you got, and are you happy with who you've got?
I'm absolutely over the moon with my signings. Let me just quickly check.
I mean, you got Koke for 27 million. Do you reckon that was a good bargain for yourself?
He's a young kid. He's somebody who I brought in to eventually take over from Frank. He can play in a number of positions throughout the centre mid or defensive midfield department. So yeah, I'm over the moon with that. Got in Nathaniel Klein from Southampton. Absolutely pacey right back. And the way I like to play, he's up and down that right-hand flank. The same with Mourinho from Seville. Similar kind of player as Nathaniel Klein. And obviously these two are for the future of the club. But my star signing has to be Mario Mandzukic. He's an absolute goal machine and a beast. And a lot of my play, he is the focal point.
It looks like some smart spending in the transfer window there for you. Let's talk the Premiership. You've gone on, let's say, a romping start at the Premiership, and for the Champions League with a win in the first game there. How delighted are you with the team for the start of the season?
Well, like I said, pre-season was a learning curve, and I learnt a lot going into the start. And as you can see, I've won every game, and without John Terry in the side as well, things, in my opinion, can only get better.
Just quickly, I mean, looking at your most scored win, this was at home, West Ham. Is there anything that you could take from this game?
Not really. They had a man sent off quite early in the game, and pretty much it was just a training exercise from there on. As you can see, I had 23 shots to their 1. Absolutely dominated possession, and Mario got a hat-trick also. But no, I got a lot of tough fixtures coming up, most notably Manchester City next, but at home. I'm hoping to stamp my authority on the game and get the result needed.
Now, I asked a question to Man City boss Aaron White. Is he looking for revenge? Are you looking to squash any hopes Man City have got in any form of title mount?
Look, I mean, yes, I've got a 6-point gap, and I've got really no pressure on me going into this game. I think the pressure's on Manchester City manager Aaron Watt to get the victory. A draw wouldn't be a bad result for myself. But yeah, I'll be going out for the win, to be honest. Really open that gap up to 9 points.
Well, Lee, we're going to leave that there. We will be joining you live there at Stamford Bridge for the forthcoming game against City. And we wish you all the best.
Cheers.